At last, hello my beautiful friends. It is so good to be back in the studio to share with you my two new babies for our collage books. I know that some of you have already seen it, some of you actually even purchased it, and some of you made some projects with those two new books. I'm excited to share with you Fairies in Blooms and Whimsical Houses, two beautiful books that will be such a great addition to our current books, and everything will match up even more beautifully together. I don't know which one to show you first. I'm excited about them both, and it's funny that I got them only now, but probably you know it, that that's how it is in Europe. The shipping and printing time, it's a little bit longer than in USA, so a lot of you friends already got those books, which I'm so used to by now, and I'm not even sad or anything. I'm quite excited that it's actually you that get the chance and feel of the very first books, not me, and it's okay. I think it's fine. Let me show you them. I don't know which one to show you first. I think I'm gonna jump for the Fairies in Bloom, because I created them before the houses. However, they were created simultaneously. They were created very similar time, because they just were very much so in the same theme and feel, the color and just the vibe. So I just felt that having them together would be fantastic. In case you're wondering, in case you're new here, in case you don't know, here are the other books. We've got already, well, I have two of each, so that's why the pile is quite big, but we've got 9 books, collage books. I'm Marta. I'm a creator. I'm a creative mind since 12 years. I think I'm on YouTube, and I love making projects and teaching everyone through my tutorials on YouTube. And in the last few weeks we started with our collage books. I created those collage books myself. Every image you see in the book is created, thought through by me digitally. I love them. This is something I've been longing for. The images, the exact one that I always miss, the size, the color, the theme, the vibe, the feel, the touch of it. There's something about them, and I'm so proud to say that you feel that my images are one of the most beautiful you've seen, and I'm not surprised, because I really wanted them to feel this way. Of course, everyone is different. We all have different tastes. We need different things. We like different things. So not everything is for everyone. However, I am so proud to say that with those books, I hope we can make the most gorgeous journal pages, collages, even card making, mixed media canvases. So I hope you will join me for this journey to see what's inside those books. The other books you can see on my channel, flip through. There are some videos on YouTube as well of other people making flip through. Go and check them out. Support those people as well who purchase the book and show you how they are inside and tell you how they feel about it. How I feel about them, you can only imagine. In the first video I cried, in the second video I was much more chilled, and now I am as excited, but it's just a different feel. I think I've learned with each book what I wish for the next one, and I hope that with the next books we're gonna have even more pretty images, more thought through and feeling books. I'm so happy to say that there's such a big interest that we've got wholesale people asking to stock them in their craft stores, the Mortal stores, which is absolutely amazing, beyond of my expectations, and you are enjoying them so much. You're creating the most gorgeous, amazing projects. The Facebook, it's just filled, and it's just so many fabulous.
Mommy?
Yes, Hannah. I'm sorry.
Abba has an ice cream. Well, she's gonna get one, and she says if I want one, and I would like one, so can I have one?
You can.
Hello.
You can. Thanks for asking, Hannah. So I honestly don't know what I finished. All right, I have to say before we go into the video, before you skip, don't skip, please don't skip, because my explanations about the books are quite important, I think, in the sense that maybe you have some questions, some worries, some wondering, something. I hope to reply to all of your question marks in your head in this video and in the previous videos. And also the most important, before you skip, before we go, before anything, I do have to say thank you forever. Thank you so much for making the most beautiful reviews on Amazon. We are on top 3, sometimes top 6, top 8 books on crafting community, scrapbooking, mixed media, collage books community. You making this possible, and honestly, have I expected this? Not even in a percentage. I really was hoping for butterfly book and flower book. You know me, I just love butterflies and flowers, and that was the plan, that was the intention, that was it. It meant to be 2 books. And that I didn't think of anything else until the first fairy was created, and I was like, oh, this is it, I love it. And I didn't stop ever since. It just went from there like a snowball effect, and you coming with me in that ball. We are in this snow together, enjoying the books, making the most gorgeous projects, sharing in the community, really feeling inspired, and the creativity is there, and you can mix and match the books, you enjoying different elements from other books or from other scrapbook papers joined with the images of focal points from my books. And I'm so proud and so happy, and honestly feel that finally we have things, books, elements, we have supply that will just be giving us what's the word? It's giving us our answers. No, our prayers are answered. I was always looking for the most gorgeous, amazing, eye-catching focal points. The sizing, the colors and all, the style that it's just something there. And I am so happy to say you saying, Marta, your style is me style. Your style, your books, whatever, however you made your images, it's just so much you. And I'm so happy to say. And thanks to you, because your amazing Amazon reviews, like we've got so many phenomenal. Some of the reviews are massive, huge, long, big episodes of explanation and feelings and all. Some of them are super short, sharp, into point, in point, on point, and that's fine. And all of that are so appreciated. And there's a lot of you sharing as well the flip through video on the Amazon review, or just sneak peek of the book pages. Amazing. And the most important, wow, thank you so much for sharing your heart, because you're sharing your heart and soul in those reviews by sharing your projects. I'm so grateful, happy, because all of that is important for other crafters to see that the books are super awesome, to maybe purchase them at some point, use them, love them, pray to them, because I do, I really do. I feel that this is like something we really all needed. And thank you, honestly. Yes, I'm making new books. I'm inspired. You asking for upcoming Christmas. Of course, all of that is in the making. I can tell you 10, 12 books are in the making in the same time, because of different reasons. Sometimes, yeah, but new books are coming. We just need to have a little bit of calm down now time, because we all got so excited about it, and our wallets needs a little bit of relaxed time. So no, now it's time to creating. Now it's time for you too, and me as well, to make gorgeous projects. I will show you the sneak peek of one of the projects, because I am so proud of it and happy. This is one of the most pretty projects, and this is the project that this is what I wanted from the books in general. Have the feel, have the vibe, have the color, have the actual perfect sizing and choice of elements that will just mix it up so well together. Because do you know what, it's not about everyone can make a book, but to actually, well, maybe not everyone, but to actually make it work within the whole book, that's a different story. It's not about throwing 150 images out of nowhere, or not matching with each other, or being all over the place. That's fine too, whatever people's cup of tea is, or wishing, like, it's okay. But my intention is that you'll open the book, every page is spot on, every image is that you love, every image you feel like, oh wow, and the next one, oh wow, and I want to use this, I want to use this one, and oh, I have an idea for the project, like, I wish you to feel this, I feel this. So if I achieved percentage of that for you to feel this quite amazing, then, you know, it's a win-win situation. I really was thinking to create something for everyone, and I feel with those books we all can be artists, we all can be amazingly creative, making something pretty. Yeah, that's it, guys. I'm chatting 10 minutes just about the books, but believe it or not, since the books, my life, our family life have changed. And it's not something we have planned, and it is taking over our everything. Gladly, I'm so happy, and it's like I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful we are. Lucas is sitting right there now on the couch and doing invoices and things of paperwork. There's more and things, so I'm excited and happy. However, it can feel overwhelmed, so right now we like taking a step back and chilling and enjoying the books we have. We need to use them because I really wish you to use them. I know they're pretty and it's hard to sometimes possibly use them because they're so too pretty to cut. But guys, cut the pretty things, enjoy the pretty things, make the most gorgeous, beautiful pages with me, right? Okay. I definitely need, cheers, a sip of coffee. 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I hope you can forgive me. But guys, my darling friends, it is so important to chat, and I wish for that because I think it's really important. Let's start with the Fairies in Bloom. Now, technical side, all the books, all of the books, these two and all the previous 7 books, they should come matte finish cover, back and front and back, sorry, I should say. And the images should be matte. No image should shine, no shimmer shine, no satin shine, no super shine, no small shine, matte. You will open the book and you will feel it's matte, nothing shines. It should feel matte, okay? I wish to stress this because it's super important, and I have seen Amazon sending some shiny books. No go. You are entitled to return it to Amazon. Say to them, guys, it's supposed to be matte finish inside, and it's not, and it's satin finish or it's shiny finish. It's wrong. I have been saying from day one that the matte finish is of the books, the covers and inside especially. I love matte, I prefer matte, and I plan them to be matte, of course. If you like any sort of shine and you got that, no problem. You can do exactly the same thing as I do. I think it's just a preference that possibly for me, I would imagine I would prefer that. But I do know people who prefer shine, so that's okay too. But I just want to make it clear now. Let's take a few seconds and chat about the cover, the front and the back. I love it. Let's focus on our gorgeous Fairies in Bloom. I have to say, this was planned good many weeks ago. It was in my laptop ready to be published for at least a month before I decided to publish it. I don't know, we were so in love with the previous fairies that I didn't want to break that from you, because I thought that these fairies are so different from these fairies, you know, that I was like, no, we need to have a chance to digest the first book. And then we came up with this one. Now, the first page that you see, it is the page where we have a few words, same as the previous 3 books, and we have extra images which I found super awesome, and you have the ideas what else is in the collection, so the books are there. And the copyright information, I have this info was not in the first 4 books because silly Marta didn't even think about it, but now we have it. You are allowed to sell your projects. So if you make cards, sell them with the images from the book. If you make canvases, it's absolutely perfect to use for your projects that you sell as well. You can copy for yourself as well. What's not allowed is to copy and sell the digital format of these books, or copy and reproduce elements and sell them in bulks or something. This is not allowed. But for your own projects, use, even if you sell your projects with the book elements, absolutely fine. Okay, let's go. Let's go from that. I prefer much more chatting about the Fairies in Bloom. I knew it when the very first Fairy in Bloom happened to be. I certainly knew it's gonna be joined with other elements. I felt we need more flowers, and I also felt that wouldn't that be fabulous to have the color more of actually the colors are more like a rainbowy, and I felt how amazing it is to have it different. Is this the second page? It is. Now, I also thought that these are more realistic, which I think it's amazing to have a choice between these. And I do remember as well people mentioning that it would be nice to possibly have some extra elements to the fairies. Now, one little disclaimer as well. If you have a look, the first book has white background and this one has some colorful background and music notes, whichever. Now, that's why they are different in the titles as well. This is Illustratoni, where we have images of elements like focal points of fairies plus Illustratoni backgrounds. We have more in the Illustratoni books, which is Collectanea. It's more for images only, and these are good to cut in the scan and cut sort of machines, because you can cut these yourself with the scissors very precisely, or you can just cut them with the machines. Which these books, someone asked me how, Marta, you manage with the background. I left the choice. I think it's important to know that not everyone is able to actually fussy cut. Some people have really troubles with that, and I didn't want them to have this white background that they cannot deal with. So I figured to have something in between, so have some safe background, so they can, for example, just rip it around it and still either add it to the background that they have existing on the actual page and just blend it in with the color without worrying about fussy cutting. I think this option is great because A, you can actually fussy cut the girl as she is. You can rip her from the background with the background, and if you fussy cut her, you have the backgrounds left for using for something else. So I think this is actually given as option. I would like to think that, and it's giving you option because you can fussy cut it, you can rip it and have the gorgeous vintagey background, and you can have some left out on the background. I try to think for the books to be as usable as possible. Some book can be moved, which is absolutely no problem. That's what happens in the mass production, mass print. Hello.
Are we going to tennis?
No tennis today, sweetie. No. Yeah, maybe they are, but I'm working right now, Hannah. I really can't. Okay? That okay? Next time.
Can I go with them?
No, not at all. No, not today, Hannah. So even if you feel that this, for example, book is moved a little bit, it doesn't make a difference. I made sure that if there is any print moved, you're not gonna lose out on images and nothing will be cut out. This was my big task, to make sure that however I'm gonna plan for the actual images, no matter what mistake could be done with the printing process of Amazon, that even if there will be slight movement of the machine, movement of the cutting machine or printing machine or whatever machine, I don't know because I'm not there, like we're not gonna lose out on the book. Sometimes when you have like fungus, same for here, I really tried my best to make sure that even if it's gonna be moved, nothing will be. This is purposely made that, like knew that, but I knew I kept as much as possible on the sides to make sure that we're not gonna cut it. This was also made purposely to be bigger. Also this, we talked about the side images, that it's okay if the image is halved because you can still use it. Like, look at this project. Where did I put it? Look at this one. We have images that this one was originally cut half in the book, was like that, and I used it because it was even better that it was on the side, not in the middle. Same for the bunny. Our hair was, as you can see, like that. I knew that it could be perfectly used in the corner, and it's okay. You don't always have to focus on this image. I cut it half myself. It was perfectly fine, but I used the half only, which worked so beautifully. Don't always focus on making sure that like your image has to be full on. If you have a story for it, if you have the idea for it, as I did when I was making the books, it's okay. I think that's the thing. I'm making the books, but I'm also using the books. I think a lot of collage books is made by people who have no idea about crafting. They making the books, they purchasing images, they putting the images together in the books without thinking of all these important things. And because I know I will be using the books, I know exactly what this could be used for. How can I actually tweak the idea to work for the project? So when I was making this mushroom, and because it was so beautiful and it came out so gorgeous, I thought it needs to be big. That's just one of the examples. Whenever I create images for the book, I honestly think of the upcoming projects, possibilities with it. So that's a huge difference between my books and the other books. The other books usually are pre-purchased images. So someone else made the images, someone else is making the books. More importantly, they don't use their own books. They don't create stuff. They're usually not even crafters. So they're not even digital designers, to be honest. So they're far from what you think. Some of the books are amazing, but a lot of the books, if you think about it, if you really look through it, half of the images are unusable, or they're not even nice. Like, honestly, so be mindful of that when purchasing next books. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense. I think the fact that I'm making the images in the purpose of how could we actually use it in the journal or in the collage, and then what I can plan for that image, that's the completely different story. And this is why the actual Fairies in Bloom came. And also the title for it was not even there yet. The title came afterwards when more books were coming, and I was trying to make them into sections, into some sort of sets of, we have Vintage Chronicles, we've got Illustratoni now, and we've got Collecta now. But I can tell there will be there'll be two more types, completely different. But I can't. I honestly can't say. Anyway. What a chatter. Okay, let's look at them. So we have some flowers, we have some gorgeousness, fairies, of course. We've got fairies that are very much so into color in comparison to the other ones. Now, some people said that the previous book maybe was lacking in color. It was a total pure intention. Firstly, it was much more soft and not limited, but the colors were more base is a good one, so you can actually match it to every other project. You work on something purple, every fairy will match. You work on something in pink, every fairy will match. So that was the intention. With these, I listened and I thought, okay, let's have colors, let's have that. And also the images, the elements. I love butterflies, I love birdies. They are such a perfect match. And you can see that the pages are coordinating in color as well, so you may fancy mixing them together. Some mushrooms as well, why not? Because if someone doesn't have the fairy book, the flower book, or the mushroom book, you can have that. I decided for this book to add some sceneries, and honestly I could not be more happy about them. They're very very vintagey, but they're also very magical. But it's this kind of hand-drawn magical, if you know what I mean. It just feels so right. You can cut it as it is and implement that to your project. You can cut it part of it. You can cut just the doors. You can cut out the image from the inside. It's really up to yourself. Same for this one. Also, the images I could make bigger, but I didn't want to get rid of I wanted to cut as less as possible. So given with this, I really didn't want the door to be anywhere stuck into that part. So I really tried to make sure that the cut is gonna be properly done. Same for this one. I just shrinked it, so I really wanted to have it properly placed and nothing is going to be cut out, or you're going to have to add it up, or whichever. Some of the, like this one, some of the fairies, they're so absolutely amazing. Like, I can even imagine this could be wedding cards, like in white. Imagine these could be wedding cards. The flowers, the fairies. This one is really, both of them, but the color is so Irish, I think, and it just, every time I see her I'm thinking about Ireland, because she is in those colors. It's more fairy, but it's like whimsical, but it's also a little bit Paddy's Day, a little bit in the Irish colors. I wanted to say something else. woodland. She's like kind of like a woodland one, you know. A cute little one as well, but in a bigger size for a change. Quite darker colors as well, and much more striking. This one, I think she's coming twice because I just loved her so much. I just felt this one is so good. It could be great point, a major point on a big canvas. And I decided to even repeat the tulips. Tulip is so good. You can just add it up to so many projects. So I added more tulips, open, close one, and she's coming twice in a smaller and a bigger size because I thought she's so pretty. She deserved to be there twice. Now this is one of my favorite pages, the background pages, and I also decided to, even though the butterflies are the same, they have different shades. If you really look closely, they have different shades. Oh, this is one of my favorites as well. Again, that's why she's so big, and I said it before that if you see a big image, it's usually because I loved it so much that I wanted this to be bigger. For whatever reason, it just feels that it deserved to be like, whoa, the spotlight is on it. This is also one of my favorite. I just love these vintagey feel. I just love the quirkiness of the sizing in here. I think you can use this, you can use just that, you can definitely cut it out. I just wanted to give you options. This page in theory could work as it is, or totally not. You can totally dissolve these elements separately. It's up to yourself. Extra skies, why not? We all need a little bit of skies and not rainbows, and I'm sorry, skies, and I know you're saying it in front of your laptop right now. The fluffy things, the fluffy things, the clouds, yay! I'm sorry. Okay, the next one. It's much more vintage. It's like a secret garden entrance. Again, guys, it's up to yourself how you're gonna tweak it in and how you're gonna decide to use that. If someone didn't get the houses, there you go, you have some houses as well, and a cute fairy, smaller as well for ATC size. Some roses. I know some people love roses, so I had to have it. She's quite similar, but this one is a bigger size, and this one was like, as she is on the cover as our main. Two of these are just, I think it's so spectacular. Both of these are so spectacular for different reasons. Just so gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I need to have a little bit, this one is like a dancing fairy, I don't know, with the ballet shoes a little bit, and a little bit of a meadow sort of flowers feel. Again, cut it as it is, use a craft knife or just around it. I don't know, you can just cut the image, the singular image, whatever works, whatever speaks your way. Since it's a little bit of whimsicality here in feel, I thought, yes, let's add some mushrooms as well, especially if someone does not have the mushrooms. So this book feels that you can get extra elements with it. Same for here, mushroom, more flowers. So you have the extra backgrounds. Someone texted me, oh, I love this book, Marta, because you can make a page with just those images from this book. And it's so true. Then we have more muted elements. I love the dirty look of those images as well. Very pretty. This is my favorite page as well. Absolutely. Imagine some fairy sitting in there. We can just jump in it. You can again use this image only or this image only. It's up to yourself. I did add extra little details, extra little, you know, fill in the spaces within the reason, because I don't like the silly filling the spaces silly that, oh, I'm gonna say it's more images, it's 300 images, 500 images, but in the reality they're too small. They're just filler of the pages, and nobody will really use them. Like, I don't like that attitude towards the books. I really love the idea of creating and putting in the book something that you really will really use. The red one, I know some people love red ones, so I said let's have some red one. So again, if you didn't purchase the houses, you have some house with the flowers. Absolutely, this was a gorgeous image, so it came in a smaller size, which I think it's only fair. Same for this one, came with the smaller size, and I turned the sides just in case, and more mushrooms, why not? Some more fairies in different shades. That's just gorgeous. Lots of purples, and this one is so pretty as well. I love the flower. That's why it's repeating so much. It's just so pretty. It is so pretty. could be just the focal point for a card. Imagine just that, and you already sorted. This one was so phenomenal that I really felt, what a beautiful canva piece. You can put 3D flowers on it, and you have the gorgeous image for some shadow box frame, which, like, you name it, you really can do so much with it, and it's so pretty. It had to be big. I hope you can agree on that one. More fairies, little birdie, some more flowers, a little bit of a mix. I really wanted to give you the mix that you hoped for. And the bonus page everyone was waiting for, but some didn't know. This fairy came missing, and this fairy never appeared. You see, the fairy book, this fairy never came within this book, which should, and I didn't want to edit it out and change the interior, because I honestly love the mistakes in my life. There's a lot of things that have happened over the years, and I'm okay with that. We learn from it, and I think it's also good stories to talk later on. It's a funny story that Hannah's favorite fairy never made it to the book, and when the books came home, she was like, "Mommy, my fairy is not there," and I could not believe it. And she was right. So I promised myself that whenever I make another fairy book or whichever, the fairy will come in as a bonus page or some sort of page. So it came with the bonus page, and the same size. Then this one is smaller and it's in blue. Same for our favorite of all, Grumpy Fairy. Many people who purchased the fairy book used the Grumpy Fairy, so I thought, wouldn't that be good to have her again? So that's what I decided. And the bonus pages are they're not in the very first 4 books, because I never created them. There was no plan for it, and the plan then came because I love changes, I love surprising you. So the bonus pages are coming with the new books. And then we have the Whimsical Houses. I must say I had trouble in naming this, because it's not only houses, we have the backgrounds. That's why, actually, sorry, we've got Whimsical Houses and backgrounds, Fairies in Bloom and backgrounds. So that's indication as well for you in the future to know what to expect in the book. If you see backgrounds, you've got the backgrounds too. The gorgeous back as well. I really thought and had a moment of, should I actually have this as a front cover or this one? I couldn't make up my mind. I think this is so pretty, and I just could not make up my mind. But then eventually I decided for this, and I'm happy about it. Now again, we have the front, first information about the books that we have here, and also the little houses that you can expect, the info about how to use the book. And there we go. Wow. Now again, you have a page ready, sort of. But you are more than welcome to cut it, divide it, use however you feel. Because honestly, that was just to give you the idea, the intention, the possibility. But to actually, at the end of the day, it's a fairy book. You can cut it out, no problem. Don't worry about it. It's not that it's designed this way only. It's just to give you ideas. Smaller houses, bigger houses. I love this one. It's one of my favorites for definite. Something simpler as well. I don't think everyone is into, like me, full-on happenings. I like the simple as well. I like the raw as well. And this one is that. I also, as you can feel, hopefully you can see the vibe on color. Same for here, you have the color scheme matchy, but you don't have to use this way, right? Beautiful. I mean, beautiful, just gorgeous. What can I say? Like, I designed it, so I created each and every single individual image. I love the lines coming through. If you think they're not, this is particularly how I love the horizontal lines going through weirdly. That's what makes it unique and special. That's what makes it super awesome. I love that. It's very plainish in color. I love it because it matches so much. And it could be for a small journal page with a tiny, even mouse could sit here. Sky's the limit, guys. It's up to yourself how you decide to do. Now again, I didn't want every image to be big, so I did fit in this because bookmark, imagine this could be just fabulous for a bookmark as a gift for someone. You can add something you don't have to. This one, oh, I love this one so very much. I was so afraid that if there's any movement in the process of cutting the book, that the swing will be cut out. So I really left a lot of space there to make sure it's not going to be cut out, because I think it's a pure gorgeousness image. Love the sky as well. Now this one is a sky rocket, because there's so many different skies that we have, and it's so important. Another bookmarky idea. You can probably cut these as well and join them in one project if you feel like it, because they are from the same family. The more likely I cut this one in half, possibly to fit in both, so you can have the choice. The blue color as well. We all like different colors. I love the plain, like my, you know, like this is very plain, right? My white plain hair, plain jeans. So I love plain in general. I'm pastel plain. Look at my color scheme on my desk. What's here? You know, it's a pastel plain color because that's my personality. Well, I'm not plain, I don't think that. But you know, blue isn't my color, yellow isn't my color. But I really love adding those in the mix to make sure that it's for everyone. It's not only for me, it's for everyone. For you, actually, especially. Gorgeousness page. Like, seriously, it's incredible. And it could be used half of it. It could be used this half. It could be used just top part, just element, or full on. You can cut in between, fit in something. I mean, it's your decision now. We need to add a little bit of that craziness mixed media feel, and I love this one. This page particularly I've seen being used at least 3 times already somewhere online, so I'm so excited. And that tells me that you love this page the most from it, or at least it inspired you the most to jump in and craft with it. So that's amazing. Again, we had blues, we needed some purple tones, absolutely, and a smaller size. Another night sky. I don't think we have that many nights, and I'm so pleased, so proud to have nights in the houses as well, because it's this evening colory, evening vibe of beige. I love that. I just totally love that. Now another beauty, like, I mean, they all just gorgeous. Like, I can't say which is my favorite. I love the picking through text. I love how unperfect that is. I love that we have lines and it's so mixed media. I just love that imperfectionism, because it's making it so unique, and that's what I love. For ATC lovers, of course, we had to have tiny elements so we can decide how we want to go about it. Super tiny, bigger, together, separate, half. Your choice, your choice. More blue colors, beautiful, gorgeous. I love the quirkiness of huge flowers and small houses, and this was a huge inspiration for this book. I really need a sip of coffee. And that's nearly the last sip. This was my behind the scenes idea. Nobody did it. Nobody had this crazy vision of houses and massive flowers around it. I'm really seeking for elements, images, inspirations that are not there, and I will bring it to you, to me, to you, to me, to us. We just need that to be inspired, and I hope these are inspiring you to the core, because it does to me. I just wish in between all of that have more time for crafting, but I promised you I made already 5 videos ahead, so when we will be gone for Poland as every year, I promise you will have videos upcoming. Promise, promise, promise. More beautiful images, again, different shades, different tones, because every project deserves to be I wish you, when you make a project, to feel that I'm looking for whatever this shade into my project, and you will flip through it and you will feel that you will find something. So in my colors, my color combos, my color combinations aren't regular ones, if you know what I mean. It is purposely made the way that it will feel very much unique. I don't know how to explain it, but I just really hoped you're gonna feel that, wow, this is giving actually extra vibe to my project, the way as it's colored. I love the tiny rainbows. I just felt that if some of you have small kids crafting with you, or grandkids, the tiny rainbows are so cute. And again, I just really thought we need smaller images. Marta, just because you love massive one doesn't mean that we can't have can't have smaller images. So that's for you all. A little bit of a mix of half size, so not so big, and we still fit it in something smaller, and I love that. Oh, actually, maybe I'm mistaken this page with this page, guys. Maybe I am between these two pages. They're quite alike in a vibe, you know, a little bit. Might be not that much, but I saw these pages. I think I saw this. Definitely saw this as well. So maybe I'm mistaken, but this was also inspirational I've seen so far. Love these, again, smaller for my ATC friends, because I know you appreciate that. But it's not only that. Sometimes in the small journal pages as well, you need some fillers or some background starting point that isn't overwhelming and isn't huge, and you don't have to cut it in half, and it's okay because you have that. And I really focus on having really tiny, yet not too small. You can still work it, and something bigger and bigger. So something for everyone, honestly. I feel I love this page. I love the bulbs hanging. You can say, Marta, this is so weird, but again, you can use it as the page as it is, if you absolutely love it as I love. Or you can just get it away with that part and just take your sky and just focus on this. You can have just this cut out, just this, or just keep the house. Like, it's really up to yourself how you're gonna decide about it. The beautiful balloons as well, why not? It's such a gorgeous idea. I totally love these. Love. Now, I thought that when I was looking through the pages that I was making so far, I felt that some of the pages I loved so very much, and I felt, Marta, what if those people, you mean those who buy, people who craft, who really wish to have a choice, why don't you do similar to Botanica, where I shrink the pages into half size and 3/4 size. So some of the pages I decided to use smaller. So for example, the purple one, where is it? It was somewhere here. No, it's at the beginning. So for example, you have the big purple and you have the smaller version of it. Absolutely, why not? Same for the red one. It's A4 big size, and this one is much smaller. So I decided for some of the pages to go smaller, to have the chance to choose. And also they are so gorgeous that having them for the second time, why not? Then few more. Like, this is such a perfect for ATC background starting point. Look at it. It's like, oh, I love it. And then few more images. I love the color scheme of this. A pink, gray, beigey, browny. Like, it's such a stunning mix. We also have a little bit of a stony house, some bit of more churchy feel. Why not? And then we have few more, I would say, normal houses without the backgrounds, because as well, it's nice to have a choice there. So this is probably one of my favorite images as well. I love them all, but this is like, ooh, I love that quirky tree especially, I think. And we have some beautiful woodenish kind of feel of the houses. And again, I really tried to create them different, you know, have like funky trees or flowers next to them. And more, again, sizes, look at them. They in blues, they in orange, sizes with lights, without it, like a mix of different things I really hoped for. And same for here. We have even a birdie one, which the birdie one was the very first, different one, the birdie, and the bonus page. And the bonus page. The books feel really big, which I'm so impressed, and I don't want to make less pages. Honestly, I wish you to, once you have the book, first of all, I wish you to feel like, wow, there's such choice, I can choose from so many, and I really wish you to feel that it's worth it, because you will find something you will love for every project. So the bonus page, again, it's showing you what's expected in the other books without repeating the images. So we have some flowers, of course, the mushroom house, the fairy, different fairy, and some side butterfly, and also some information about tutorials, social media, and more. So that's it, my friends. Thank you so much. I really hope this was good, important, inspirational. I'm all ears. Let me know your thoughts. Honestly, I'm making those books because the void was in me, what I was missing in the projects, what I wanted to use in the projects. But at the same time, I have my ears here. I listen to your needs. You're messaging me all the time. You're sending me some pictures sometimes. You're sending me some quotes to use. You're sending me some inspirational videos for even from your life, like squirrel videos. Or honestly, I appreciate every single one of that, because it does give inspirations and different perspective of what others wish to see in the next book. So thank you. All of the books are always available on Amazon. Now if your Amazon is not there, like in Ireland we don't have Amazon, so I order from the closest. In that case, usually what they say, it's order from Germany, so that's what we do. If you don't have the Amazon, order from the closest that you have. If it says out of stock, it's a sort of mistake and a glitch, because it's a print that whenever it's ordered, it's going to be printed. So it's not that it's out of stock. It should not be out of stock. And if you don't see the books, ask me, message me, send me a message, ask in the comments, because sometimes they don't show, but they're there. Every Amazon, there's I think 11 different Amazons worldwide, including Japan, I think, Australia, Canada, that all of the books are available. And also one important thing, definitely always Amazon.com on the USA website will always have what's inside the book. So if you scroll down, if you scroll down to in the listing of the book, you will see what's inside the books. So if you're not too sure what's inside the book because your Amazon doesn't show, go onto Amazon.com. There's always information. I'm so serious now, I feel. There's always information given and pictures, examples of what's inside the book. I am trying to squeeze those information, make sure that I'm gonna not forget something, because there's always something coming up with it. So matte books for definite, always in stock. So if it's not in stock, check, refresh, text to Amazon, say, hey, what's up, this book should be available. The publisher says, which is me, no problem. Text me, ask me. And always all the links, everything is in the description box below under every video. Phew, I think, yeah, it's like a marathon with me. I think I'm done. Okay, my beautiful friends, I'm gonna finish here. I do need a third last sip of coffee. I have to say thank you. I do have to repeat myself. You're making my dreams come true. You're making this journey doable, possible, joyful. I'm so grateful. If you wouldn't be interested in the books, nothing could be possible. So thank you. If you have ideas for the books, text me, message me on Facebook, no problem. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Maremi's Creative Cafe on Facebook. There's few questions to answer, super easy, you'll know it, to join. And also, I really have to say thank you again for the reviews on Amazon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish at that, but I'm so grateful, because whatever is happening and going on right now around the books, it's not something I envisioned. So my creative mind didn't even think about that, but thank you in advance for everything that is upcoming, because so many amazing things are coming your way and I'm so excited. I can tell you there are some books that that ideas were given to me by someone, but I'm just executing it in a way that I didn't even think it's possible. So I'm so excited for that. Possibly those books will become available when I be in Poland. So I won't have them, I won't be able to show them inside physically on the video like today, but when I be back from Poland. But if you trust me, if you trust my books, if you got the other previous one, you will never be disappointed, I can promise you that. So thank you so much. I think it's enough. It's 40 minutes. No, it's more. Thank you. And also, you know what? I always ask for the comments and I try to read them, but I've been overwhelmed and smashed with the comments on social media, on YouTube especially. I'm sorry I didn't read the recent that many comments as I wish. I will. And if you feel you're not going to be writing them anymore because I don't reply, don't think that I don't sometimes reply, but I scroll and read them. but I will be going through them when I be in Poland. I will have time to properly go there. So if you still fancy making a little comment under this video, I will really appreciate it, because it does mean a lot and it helps the video to pop up for other that subscribe to my channel but maybe don't see my videos. So again, and last question, I asked this last time. Question is this the first time you're hearing about the books? I'm very curious if there are people who first time hearing about the books from this video. How many books you have, I wonder, and which book is your absolute top number one from nine of the books. I think that's it. Thank you so very much. A pleasure to be in your homes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, a week, and I speak to you very soon. I love you. Bye for now.